Hey guys, how are you? Welcome into the Thursday morning edition of the Daily Juice podcast. My name is Matt Perrault. You can follow me on Twitter at Sports Talk. Matt here on BettingPros.com, always being brought to you by BetMGM. All right, so today is one of these days that I get very annoyed because a lot of the bets that I want to make are not yet available. And I'll get into them a little bit and I'll explain where we're going to be. But I've got a golf bet for you and a hockey bet for you. And then I'm going to go and load up on the Discord channel today and on my Twitter account. I will tell you hashtag Daily Juice, and inside the Discord, in the Discord channel, click below here on YouTube. If you are listening, go to YouTube. There's a direct link on our YouTube account for BettingPros. You can subscribe to the YouTube channel while you're there. Go ahead and click on that and get into the Discord channel. And I'll give you the plays in there for, well, the player props, which, by the way, I'm going to add something new. Hold on. I got a lot of new things to tell you about here today on the podcast. But I'm frustrated because every once in a while, there are bets I want to make and I cannot make overnight. Now, that's not always the case. Sometimes I benefit from betting overnight because I get better numbers. Sometimes I don't benefit because I get worse numbers. It all kind of comes out in the wash, but for the most part, I prefer to bet overnight. That's why I like doing the Daily Juice. I get up in the morning. My radio show starts at 9 a.m. Pacific time, and so I am up at 7. I am prepping at 7:30, and it gets a little chaotic and crazy. If we have technical difficulties or whatever, it's difficult. So to host a 4-hour radio show, it's a lot of talking that I have to do in the morning, so that's why I like betting overnight. But for today, I am annoyed. So there are bets I love to make, and you guys have asked me a couple of questions. I've received, a bunch of DMs saying, Matt, why don't you play first fives? I do, but I play them personally. And I can't play them for the podcast because nobody puts them out. I don't have the ability to play first five. So the first five for the Dodgers and the Padres tonight is a bet that I want to make. The total is 7.5, okay? I need to see what the first five number is going to be, but the under has hit consistently for the Padres on the road. In fact, let me give you the number here for the Padres on the road. It's a pretty good clip. The Padres are 11-2 in their last 13 road games against a right-handed starter, and they're 5-1 in their last 6 road games with a total set between 9 and 10.5. The under is 4-0 in the last 4 games, and the under is 8-1 in their last 9 divisional games against the NL West. So the under is looking pretty good. 7.5, I want to play that, but I would prefer to play the first 5 under. I would prefer to go that route with this game at Dodger Stadium and these teams just playing a 3-game series. I don't like the bullpens, okay? Bullpens stink. I hate betting on bullpens. So I am going to go with a bet on San Diego and Los Angeles. I'll bet this a lot because I'm going to be watching these games every single time these two teams play. I'll be watching. So most likely when these teams play, I'll have some action on this either officially or unofficially, personally only for this series. But I can't bet it because it's 7.5. I would prefer to play the first 5 under, and I can't. So I'm not going to go ahead and give you anything yet. That's sort of just a tease. That will be in the Discord channel. I will drop that. I will also play, for the first time, I will play a Major League Baseball player prop off of our Major League Baseball BettingPros cheat sheet. The BettingPros NBA cheat sheet, after going 1-1 last night, let me update the record and tell you what we've done so far with the NBA cheat sheet-wise, and I'm going to start doing it with Major League Baseball, but we are now 38-20. Okay, 66%, 65% clip. So we've been slowly bleeding out a little bit. Our high, we were up 4.5 units. We're now down to up 3.21 units, maybe down to 3, up 3 units. Look, 38-20 is still really good, right? 18 picks over 500. We'll take that in every single thing we do, right? We'll be in love with that. So, the NHL now is 75-56. That's the next closest thing. We're up 4.5 units or so with the NHL. Baseball has been horrific for me. We're 5-13 with Major League Baseball. We're down 3.2 units in baseball. Not been good, but it's a long year. We've got a long way to go. Hopefully we'll turn that around and get hot in baseball. And at some point during the year, we will get hot in baseball. Golf has not been good, and that's just because I like betting golf. We're 5-13 with PGA Tour picks, so maybe you want to fade this bet that I'm going to make, but I love having action on the PGA Tour. even if I lose, I like having action, at least one bet over the course of 4 days because I get to watch golf. I get to watch something. So I'm paying for entertainment. I'm not that good at it, okay? One of the fun things about this podcast is I can tell you when I'm not good at something. I'm not good at golf betting, okay? I'm not great. And I'm not good at baseball right now. But, it is what it is. And this is fun, and I enjoy it, and hopefully I'll get better, and hopefully there's bets that will cash and come through, and the Wills Eleuteris, I was chasing a bit on that last tournament where I took him at plus 310 or whatever it was, and he came in last place, I think, in the group. So, yeah, not great, but I do have a play for the Zurich Classic that is a very unique format that I'll give you here in just 1 second. But so I will make a Major League Baseball player prop off the BettingPros cheat sheet for baseball for the first time today. I'm going to try to talk to Dan Harris about this because Dan's doing this great podcast every morning on Major League Baseball. He's up to his neck in it. This is, our boys at Fantasy Pros, this is their game, right? Fantasy baseball is what started this whole thing. So they're into it. It's a great weapon. I haven't pulled it out yet just because I wanted to give it a little time to get the data up and running. And now I feel like, okay, I've been watching Dan's picks. Dan's been going in the Major League Baseball props channel on the Discord and putting plays there, and he's been hitting. So we're going to find a Major League Baseball player prop that we like, and then I'll come back with just one NBA player prop, my favorite one of the night, because I've been going 1-1. So, like, my favorite pick last night was Harrison Barnes. And Harrison Barnes got there easily over 15.5 points. We came back with a we came close. I'm forgetting who we went ahead in Nurich, right? We came back with him. He had 8. It was over 9.5. He had a couple. He shot a 3. It was an air ball that was just horrible. But he had a chance to get over. It didn't get there. So we go 1-1 on the player props. So I'll come back with one NBA player prop in the Discord channel, and I'll come back with one MLB player prop for the first time, making its debut. You can check out the BettingPros cheat sheet for Major League Baseball. Same way you go to bettingpros.com, click on Major League Baseball. Under picks, there's a prop bet cheat sheet. You go ahead and hit it, and it will tell you every night what the favorite, total bases. It really does like total bases. Hits are in there a little bit, but strikeouts a little bit. Different books offer different things, and really it's a lot of BetMGM. And I'm not just saying that because they're our title sponsor. It's just true. If you have a BetMGM account, they do put a lot of props up for Major League Baseball. FanDuel does as well. But we'll give you some player props. I'll talk to Dan, see what he likes, and then we'll go ahead and give it to you coming up for the Daily Juice. So quarter unit plays, as always, when it comes to props. So we're going Major League Baseball player prop, 1 bet. NBA player prop, 2nd bet. And then a baseball play with the Dodgers, most likely first 5, if that number is where I want it to be. Dodgers, Padres, first 5, okay? So those are all bets that I can't give you yet here officially on the podcast. But what I can give you officially on the podcast is a bet that you probably knew where we were going. The Bruins and the Sabres are back for the 5th game here. So far, the final scores of the games between the Bruins and the Sabres have been 4-1, 3-2, 3-2, 2-0. The under is hit in every single game. We've bet the under, I think, in almost all of them. If not, at least 3 of them, we've bet the under here. And we're coming right back with the under 5.5 at minus 110, all right? I mean, the stats are pretty clear, but in terms of, the Bruins, the under is 6-1 with the Bruins in the last 7 games as a road favorite. The under is 9-1-3 in the last 13 meetings in Buffalo between the Bruins and the Sabres. If you want to double up here, and I probably will double up with the Bruins, probably on the puck line personally. I probably will go with the Bruins on the puck line here. These are the games the Bruins have got to win, and they got to bank these games. The money line's minus 320. Can't bet that, right? You just can't bet that. That's insane. But I think there's a real good chance the Bruins win this game 3-1. By the way, I would have gotten the Wild right last night it should have been a 4-2 final, which I would have gotten it for a 3rd straight game. I would have nailed the score exactly right. That Wild game didn't go over. It was a 4-1 final. Should have been 4-2. I said last night we needed 2 goals out of the Coyotes, and they outshot Minnesota by double, and they just didn't, for whatever reason. Great goaltending, didn't get the second goal, unfortunately for us. If they get the second goal, I nail it, 4-2, and we go over, and it's a much better night. It's a 3-1 night instead of a 2-2 night. But we got the under for Golden State pretty, not easily, but it got there pretty, it wasn't that bad of a sweat between Golden State and Washington to get that under right. And like we thought, Steph Curry was going to cool off. If you bet under Steph Curry's points at 35.5, I wasn't fading Steph, know what he can do, what he could do, his shooting streak. But we bet the under instead, and that was right. Steph cooled off. Warriors lose. Washington win. Under comes in, so that was good. So we go 1-1 there, 1-1 on the player props, and that was the 2-2 night that we had last night here for the Daily Juice. So Bruins, Sabres, under 5.5 at -110 is one play. And then we got a golf pick for you, okay? Well, you know what? See, this is tough because I want to give you guys more than just... See, okay, so far we're 19-16 over the last 7 days. We're up 1.75 units over the last 7 days. So, that plus 427 parlay hit at a quarter unit was pretty nice. That gave us a little bounce there. But we're 19-16, up 1.75 units over the last 7 days. And so, like, a part of me says, you know what, let's just double it up. I'll probably wind up being wrong. But I want to give you guys more than just this because I feel like I'm going to play this. I'm going to be on the Bruins on the puck line. So that's let's go under and let's go Bruins puck line. It's the same bet we made in the last game. Okay, the puck line's -118. Bruins puck line under 5.5. -110 under -118. Bruins on the puck line. Okay, so there's two plays for hockey officially. Let's make them both official. I may really live to regret that, but I just think this is a 3-1 win for the Bruins. Let's go with the under. Let's go with the Bruins to get to the puck line and get the victory here. These are the games the Bruins have got to bank. They know that. They need to put these games away because they're just so much better than Buffalo, and the Sabres are just absolutely horrific. So, the numbers for the Bruins, in case you want to look at it, the Bruins are 5-0 in the last 5 games. The Bruins are 14-3 in their last 17 meetings in Buffalo. Bruins are the favorite is 37-16 in the last 53 meetings in this game. The under, by the way, is 18-6-4 over the last 28 meetings between Buffalo and Boston overall. So another big pop to the under there for that. So Bruins puck line, Boston, Buffalo under 5.5. 2 plays in hockey officially. Okay, that's better. That feels better. And then 1 play for golf coming up for the Zurich Classic. This is a 4-round head-to-head. I am taking, and I think this is a really interesting pairing, Cameron Champ and Tony Finau. All right, these two dudes are absolute bomb hitters. Here's the format of this golf tournament in case you're not knowing this. It's a team. Champ and Finau are together for all 4 rounds. Round 1 and round 3, alternate shot. Round 2 and round 4, it's best ball. Now, what does that mean? Alternate shot, self-explanatory, right? Alternating shot. Best ball is you play out your own ball and you go ahead and take the best score. So Cam Champ, if he gets hot on Sunday, he could just go ahead and blister this golf course. But it is interesting given the fact that these two guys are both minorities. They are both teamed up together, and they are not underselling this. They've talked about this, okay? They've talked about Cameron Champ being African-American on the PGA Tour. They've talked about Tony Finau, who's not black, but is a minority and a guy from Utah. And so they have talked a lot about what they represent right now in the wake of what happened in the George Floyd case. Now, I'm not saying they win this tournament because of it. I'm just saying these guys are going into this tournament locked in. They know they want to go and win this. They would love to have the platform to be leading this and to get the attention to be able to talk about what they want to talk about. They talked about it before the tournament began and about what they're trying to do. Tony Finau said about Cam Champ saying, I admire his courage and his bravery to be outspoken about what he stands for. Not a lot of athletes are willing to take the forefront. But as one of the few African Americans on the PGA Tour, he's taken that stance to what he feels is right for equality and what he wants to stand for. I'm happy to be his friend and support him in that. Okay? This is a big deal for this week. So I think these are the guys to get behind. I found, and you could bet them to win the tournament, okay? You guys know I don't like to do that, but I could see Champ and Finau winning this thing. I really could. One thing about the alternate shot format is that you have to sometimes the ball goes to places you're not really used to. So if you're a long hitter and you're playing with a short hitter, if you're used to playing a par 4 and it's a 450-yard par 4 and you hit the ball 300 yards, you're used to that 150-yard shot in. But if you're a shorter hitter and it's 175 yards in, sometimes you're not going to put the ball in the right spot. Sometimes you're using a longer iron. It's alternating. It's putting you in spots you're not used to. Both Champ and Finau destroy golf balls. They bomb it. Two of the biggest hitters on tour. I don't think the alternate shot format is going to be all that bad for them, but one of these two dudes can get super hot in rounds 2 and round 4 and just go up there and throw a 59 on the board and just go ahead and just take care of the golf tournament. So I'm taking Champ and Finau up against Collin Morikawa and Matthew Wolff. The reason is Matthew Wolff is really, really inconsistent. He's been absolutely all over the place. Morikawa is an extremely good player, but Wolff is too erratic for this. He's played poorly. I just think this is a team that's kind of a mismatch. And sometimes mismatches can win this thing, okay? Don't get me wrong. I mean, we've seen weird things. Jon Rahm and Ryan Palmer won this thing in 2019. They didn't happen last year because of COVID, but they shot 26 under, and they won the tournament by 3 strokes. So it's like, weird oddball pairings can sometimes win this thing. But I'm just taking Champ and Finau up against Morikawa and Wolff at minus 125 to win that head-to-head over 4 rounds for a half a unit, okay? I want some energy. I want some fun in this. I just think it fits. It fits the narrative. It fits the story. Their golf game is together. They're both playing really well. Finau's playing really well. I think these dudes are on a mission, and I think Champ and Finau in New Orleans, a chance to do some big things here at the Zurich. So I'm going Champ Finau versus Collin Morikawa and Matthew Wolff for minus 125. Champ and Finau to win it over a 4-round head-to-head coming up for the Zurich. Okay? So again, Discord channel, MLB player prop, NBA player prop, and a baseball play on the Padres and the Dodgers. I'll give you that once I see the first 5. If I don't like it, I might play the game under. If I don't like the first 5 under, the odds or the number, we'll see. But I got to see it first, so it's a frustration. But I think the first 5 is a good play for the Padres and the Dodgers. We'll get to that tomorrow morning, or this morning, I guess you should say. And I'll have it in the Discord channel. If you need the link, if you're on YouTube, Discord link is below me. If you're listening to this, go to the Discord channel go to the YouTube channel for BettingPros and click on the link for Discord. You'll get in. You should be in there anyway. It's super fun. A lot of people are on there, and it's a great, fun community of gamblers to sweat out all sorts of different things all the time, which is really fun. So hopefully you'll consider joining it. It's free. Like everything is free for the Daily Juice podcast. Again, the Bruins puck line under 5.5, and then we're going Champ and Finau over Morikawa and Wolff at the Zurich for our plays officially, with a bunch of plays, 3 of them coming in the Discord channel later today. My name's Matt Perrault. Follow me on Twitter at SportsTalkMatt. Each and every morning, it's the Daily Juice podcast, brought to you by BetMGM right here on BettingPros.com.